The United States and China have struck a critical deal, one that could ease months of rising trade tensions between the world's two biggest economies. A White House official on Thursday confirmed that both nations have agreed to expedite rare earth shipments from China to the U.S. These materials are essential to everything from electric vehicles and fighter jets to smartphones and semiconductor chips. President Donald Trump revealed the deal had been signed a day earlier. Trump had said earlier on Wednesday, June 11th, that the U.S. deal with China is done, with Beijing to supply magnets and rare earth minerals while the U.S. will allow Chinese students in its colleges and universities. In trade talks held in Geneva this May, China had agreed to remove non-tariff countermeasures it imposed on the U.S. from April 2nd onwards. But the specifics remained murky. As part of its retaliation against new U.S. tariffs, China had suspended exports of critical minerals and magnets, paralyzing global supply chains in sectors like automotive, aerospace, semiconductors, and defense. According to a senior White House official, the new agreement outlines a framework to implement the Geneva Understanding and fast-track rare earth shipments to the U.S. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was quoted by Bloomberg saying, "They're going to deliver rare earths to us, and once that happens the U.S. will remove its countermeasures." The deal marks the first major sign of progress in a dispute that has caused economic ripples since Trump took office in January. China, meanwhile, continues to strictly regulate rare earth exports, especially over fears that the materials may be diverted to the U.S. military, slowing down the licensing process. China's Commerce Ministry said on Thursday, June 19th, that a certain number of rare earth export license applications had been approved, but declined to give further details such as the exact amount and how many had been extended to U.S. firms.
中国一贯高度重视维护全球产供链的稳定与安全，依法依规不断加快对稀土相关出口许可申请的审查，已经依法批准一定数量的合规申请，并将持续加强合规申请的审批工作。中方愿就此进一步加强与相关国家的出口管制沟通对话，积极促进便利合规贸易。
The Geneva deal had previously stumbled due to Beijing's export curbs. In response, Washington imposed its own controls on semiconductor design software, aircraft parts, and other strategic exports. Earlier in June, Reuters reported China had issued temporary export licenses to rare earth suppliers tied to the top 3 U.S. automakers. It was a sign that supply chains were starting to crack under the pressure of prolonged restrictions. Later that month, Trump mentioned a parallel deal. China would resume shipments of magnets and rare earths. In exchange, the U.S. would continue admitting Chinese students into American colleges. While this agreement may not end the trade war overnight, it signals a mutual interest in de-escalation and a cautious step forward in resetting global trade norms. For more updates on U.S.-China relations, global trade, and the future of tech and geopolitics,